writing a book about radical listening.
Thank you, April. So, yeah, there is a connection for sure, because I think if we become better listeners to other people, we really start to learn the strategies that we can apply to ourselves. And that idea of listening to ourselves is a more complex idea, I think, than even listening to others. So I love the idea of developing our listening so that we can listen to ourselves. That does sound beautiful. I'm very fortunate to have worked with Dr. Robert Biswas-Diener. He's my co-author. And we're both executive coaches, so you can say that, we listen for a living. It's part of our professional role to provide high quality listening to others. And through our executive coaching experience, but also our study of the fields of coaching psychology and positive psychology, we became aware of how transformational listening can be. And what we wanted to do was write a highly practical book about how we can really dial up our listening. If we think of it as a skill, we thought radical listening is like taking the listening most of us are able to do on a daily basis. I mean, just let's take a moment to think about that. How many listening moments are there in every one of our days? Now imagine that every one of those listening moments is an opportunity for connection. And April, our subtitle is the thing that I'm most passionate about. We call it Radical Listening, the Art of True Connection. So in this book, what we wanted to do was break down for those people who are interested in saying, yeah, I want to be able to listen better. We wanted to give some practical tools and ideas so that we can really work hard on our listening, so that we can provide a quality experience to those people that we listen to.
Well, true listening is a deep connection with someone else. You're starting to form that relation with them, that trust, that sense of I hear you, and they feel listened to and heard. Again, going back to forming that trust. And I love the radical piece because, well, I guess maybe that's just a lot of my day and age. So I think that it's really wonderful that you guys have brought this again to the world where we can learn how to tune in to one another, because there's a lot of disconnect that happens. And I would venture to say, especially this day and age, because of the distractions that we have.